Hello everyone, welcome to History and Culture. In the records of the Grand Historian, Ren Zhi, of China, there is mention of a brutal punishment known as Ren Zhi, or the human mutilation punishment. Those subjected to this sentence would endure extreme physical torture, including the loss of their limbs, eyes, nose, and tongue. Then, molten copper would be poured into their ears, and a mute drug would be forced into their mouth, rendering them deaf and mute. Finally, their body hair would be shaved off, and the condemned person would be thrown into a toilet, left to die. According to the Ren Zhi, this cruel punishment was invented by Liu Zhi, the wife of Emperor Liu Bang, the founder of the Western Han Dynasty. The first person to suffer this punishment was Consort Qi, who was Liu Bang's beloved concubine during his lifetime. After Liu Bang's death, Liu Zhi subjected Consort Qi to this gruesome fate. Why did Liu Zhi harbor such intense hatred for Consort Qi, even to the point of inflicting such an extreme punishment? A close reading of the Ren Zhi reveals that, despite Liu Zhi's brutal actions, Consort Qi was not entirely innocent. In fact, there is no love or hatred without reason. The animosity between Liu Zhi and Consort Qi went beyond a mere rivalry over a man. The complex relationship between them involved more than personal emotions. It was also a struggle for power, jealousy, and self-interest. The conflict between Liu Zhi and Consort Qi eventually escalated into a power struggle both inside and outside the palace, leading to Consort Qi's tragic end. In the process, Liu Zhi's ruthless actions also revealed the complex emotional entanglements involved in the political struggles of the time. According to relevant historical scholars, Liu Bang's life before establishing the Han Dynasty was far from illustrious. In his youth, he was little more than a good-for-nothing delinquent. Even his father, Liu Taigong, could not tolerate him, frequently criticizing his son. Yet, Liu Bang persisted in his carefree, idle lifestyle. Despite this, he eventually became the town head of Sishui. But this position did not bring him much promise. As a result, no one was willing to marry their daughter to someone like him. Liu Bang didn't marry until the age of 35. And if it hadn't been for a widow named Chao, who took the initiative to court him, he may well have remained a lifelong bachelor. Liu Zhi's family was not from Liu Bang's hometown of Peixian. Her father, Liu Wen, had moved to Peixian later on. When Liu Wen hosted a banquet to celebrate his relocation, Liu Bang attended the feast empty-handed. At the banquet, Liu Wen took a liking to Liu Bang, believing that he had the potential to achieve great things in the future. He decided to marry his 15-year-old daughter Liu Zhi to him. Thus, Liu Zhi became Liu Bang's wife. Liu Zhi's family was wealthy, while Liu Bang was penniless and lacked any ambition. Despite this, their marriage was initially filled with sweetness and happiness. Liu Zhi did not mind Liu Bang's poverty or laziness, and the two became very close, soon having children. Later, Emperor Hui of Han, Liu Ying, and Princess Liu Yuan. However, the marriage did not change Liu Bang's character. He continued to live a dissolute life, mingling with unsavory friends. Liu Zhi had to shoulder the entire burden of the family. She not only raised their children and worked the fields but also took care of her in-laws and managed the household chores. She was extremely busy. Liu Bang not only failed to contribute to the family but also caused significant trouble. At one point, Liu Bang was responsible for escorting prisoners to Mount Li. But he got drunk during the journey, allowing all the prisoners to escape. Unable to explain the situation to the court, Liu Bang resigned and fled to Mengdang Mountain for refuge. During Liu Bang's low point, Liu Zhi continued to take care of the family and even found time to bring him food and clothing at Mengdang Mountain. Liu Zhi and Liu Bang truly faced hardship together during the most difficult times. She never complained and remained steadfast by her husband's side, displaying the virtues of a loyal and resilient wife. Soon after, the Qianlong and Wuguang uprising broke out, and the world began to fall into chaos. Liu Bang seized the opportunity to return to Peixian to recruit soldiers and responded to the uprising. From that moment on, he embarked on the path to establish the Han Empire, while Liu Zhi stayed at home to continue taking care of her parents and family, allowing Liu Bang to fully devote himself to the battle. Later, Liu Bang and Xiang Yu engaged in fierce competition during the Chu-Han contention. In the Battle of Pengcheng, Liu Bang was defeated by Xiang Yu and had to escape in a disgraceful manner. What was most disheartening was that during his escape, Liu Bang ruthlessly abandoned his wife Liu Zhi and his father, Liu Taigong. Liu Zhi was captured by Xiang Yu's army. Fortunately, Xiang Yu did not harm Liu Zhi, and 2 years later, during the Chu-Han peace negotiations, she was released and returned to Liu Bang's side. However, when Liu Zhi returned to Liu Bang, she discovered that he had already found a new lover, Madame Qi, a young and beautiful woman with talent in singing and dancing. This turn of events was undoubtedly a huge blow to Liu Zhi's heart. Some historical records mention that although Liu Zhi was considered a beauty of her time, she had spent many years managing household affairs and caring for the family, even silently supporting Liu Bang during his difficult times. By this point, she had already lost her youthful appearance. In contrast, Madame Qi was not only young and beautiful but also incredibly talented in singing and dancing. These qualities deeply attracted Liu Bang, and he fell in love with her at first sight. As a result, Liu Bang's affection for Madame Qi reached extraordinary heights, and he would often openly show his love for her in front of officials at court. When the ministers witnessed this, they felt extremely awkward. During the time when Liu Zhi was captured, Liu Bang, in a happy mood, would often sing, and Madame Qi would dance gracefully beside him. It could be said that after Madame Qi entered the picture, Liu Bang almost completely forgot about his wife, Liu Zhi, who had accompanied him for many years. When Liu Zhi was released and returned to Liu Bang, she naturally felt a sense of loss upon seeing that he already had a new favorite. However, Liu Bang was now the king of Han, and his status and position had undergone drastic changes. Having several women by his side had become a normal occurrence. Therefore, although Liu Zhi was unwilling, she could only silently accept it all. However, Liu Bang's harem was not limited to Madame Qi alone. Liu Bang had many concubines, but among them, Madame Qi was the only one who was harshly treated by Liu Zhi. This was not only because Liu Zhi felt jealous of Madame Qi's favor, but more importantly, because Madame Qi touched Liu Zhi's deepest emotional trigger, her son, Liu Ying. After Liu Bang established the Han Dynasty, Liu Zhi, relying on her marriage to him, naturally became the first empress of the Han Dynasty, known in history as Empress Liu. She and Liu Bang's son, Liu Ying, were made the crown prince. However, Madame Qi also bore Liu Bang a son, Liu Rui. With Liu Bang frequently away on military campaigns, Madame Qi naturally had more opportunities to stay by his side. And she seized these moments to persuade Liu Bang, claiming that Liu Rui was the most like Liu Bang among all of his sons, both in character and intelligence. Therefore, Liu Rui should be the one to inherit the throne. Consort Qi often wept in front of Liu Bang, expressing her concerns and fear that after his death, Empress Liu would surely seek revenge on her and her son. To protect herself and her son, Consort Qi insisted that making Liu Rui the crown prince was the only way to ensure their safety. She solemnly swore before Liu Bang that if Liu Rui succeeded to the throne, she would never harm Liu Ho or Liu Ying, and would treat them as family. These words and vows clearly stirred Liu Bang's fears and dissatisfaction with Liu Zhi. Using her intelligence and deep affection, Consort Qi successfully made Liu Bang waver in his stance regarding Liu Zhi's position and the future of her son. This made Liu Zhi's situation even more difficult, as she not only had to contend with Liu Bang's affections being divided, but also had to face the political maneuvers of Consort Qi behind the scenes. Some historians believe that Liu Ying's character was kind-hearted and benevolent, in stark contrast to his father Liu Bang's strong and decisive nature. However, Liu Zhi was very shrewd and had strong methods. She knew full well that Liu Bang was beginning to lean towards deposing Liu Ying and naming Liu Rui as the crown prince. In fact, Liu Bang had gradually accepted Consort Qi's reasoning, believing that Liu Ying was not as capable as Liu Rui. He began to seriously consider the possibility of deposing Liu Ying as crown prince. Liu Zhi could tolerate Consort Qi stealing Liu Bang's affections, but she could not accept Consort Qi attempting to take her son Liu Ying's position as crown prince. Who could guarantee that Consort Qi's words were sincere? Who could guarantee that Liu Rui, upon ascending to the throne, would treat Liu Ying kindly? History is full of examples of dethroned crown princes meeting tragic ends, because the victor becomes king, the loser becomes an outlaw. Liu Zhi understood that preserving Liu Ying's position as crown prince meant preserving his life. Liu Ying was Liu Zhi's only vulnerable spot, her only weakness. Since Consort Qi wanted Liu Rui to become the crown prince, how could Liu Zhi not harbor resentment toward her? Soon after, Liu Bang called a meeting of the court ministers to discuss the matter of deposing the crown prince. He publicly revealed his idea of deposing Liu Ying. However, this proposal was immediately met with strong opposition from important court officials, such as Xu Sun Tong and Zhou Chang. Faced with such opposition, Liu Bang had no choice but to temporarily shelve the issue, though he had not yet abandoned the idea of deposing Liu Ying in his heart. At this time, Liu Zhi was extremely anxious. She knew that she had to act quickly to preserve Liu Ying's position as crown prince. She sought help from Liu Bang's strategist, Zhang Liang, hoping he could assist her in keeping Liu Ying as crown prince. Zhang Liang gave her a clever suggestion: Liu Ying should consult the 4 hermits of Shang Mountain. The 4 hermits of Shang Mountain were 4 reclusive sages who lived on Shang Mountain during the final years of the Qin dynasty. Liu Bang had repeatedly invited them to come down and assist him, but they had always refused. Zhang Liang's idea was that if Liu Ying could convince the 4 hermits to come down from the mountain and help him, it would not only prove that Liu Ying was more beloved by the people, but also make Liu Bang feel that there was no need to depose Liu Ying as crown prince. As a result, Liu Ying personally went to Shang Mountain and finally persuaded the 4 immortals of Shang Mountain to come down and assist him. This action greatly surprised Liu Bang. Liu Bang then said to Consort Qi, "I wanted to remove him, but with the 4 of them assisting him, his power has already grown. It will be difficult to shake it now." The implication was that Liu Ying's ability to bring the 4 immortals of Shang Mountain to his side showed that he had gained the support of the people and established his own power. Even if Liu Bang wanted to depose Liu Ying from his position as crown prince, it would be hard to do so. With Zhang Liang's help, Empress Liu successfully preserved Liu Ying's position as crown prince. However, Empress Liu's hatred towards Consort Qi deepened, especially after Liu Bang's death. Empress Liu decided to subject Consort Qi to severe torture, leading to a tragic episode in later history. It is worth noting that after giving up the idea of deposing Liu Ying as crown prince, Liu Bang made Liu Rui the king of Zhao. However, Liu Bang was very concerned that after his death, Empress Liu might eliminate Consort Qi and Liu Rui, so he became deeply anxious and wore a worried expression every day. Later, Liu Bang's secretary, Zhao Yao, figured out his thoughts and suggested that Liu Bang appoint someone with influence in the court, someone who had shown kindness to Empress Liu and Liu Ying's mother and son, to serve as the prime minister of Zhao. This way, Liu Rui and Consort Qi would be protected in the future. Liu Bang asked Zhao Yao who could serve as prime minister of Zhao, and Zhao Yao recommended the Grand Counselor, Zhou Chang. When Liu Bang had considered deposing Liu Ying as crown prince, it was Zhou Chang who led the opposition, and it was his strong objection that made Liu Bang abandon the idea. Empress Liu had even knelt before Zhou Chang, thanking him for saving Liu Ying. Zhou Chang was known for his integrity and courage in upholding the law and speaking out against injustice. Even Liu Bang feared him to some extent, and he held great prestige in the court. Therefore, if Zhou Chang became the prime minister of Zhao, he would certainly protect Liu Rui. Zhao Yao's suggestion made Liu Bang realize the solution, but there was another problem. At the time, Zhou Chang held the title of Marquis of Fengyun and Grand Counselor. If he were appointed prime minister of Zhao, which was a vassal state of Liu Rui, it would be seen as a demotion. Therefore, Liu Bang hesitated to bring this matter up with Zhou Chang. Only in the later years of his life, as his health deteriorated, did Liu Bang, in his capacity as a father, implore Zhou Chang to take the position of Prime Minister of Zhao to protect Liu Rui. In this way, he entrusted Liu Rui to Zhou Chang. Liu Bang's sincere request moved Zhou Chang, who ultimately agreed to accept the responsibility and promised to do everything he could to safeguard Liu Rui. In addition to entrusting Liu Rui to Zhou Chang, Liu Bang also requested Liu Ying, before his death, to treat and protect his younger brother Liu Rui well. After making these arrangements, Liu Bang was able to rest in peace. In 195 BCE, Liu Bang passed away, and Liu Ying ascended the throne as Emperor Hui of Han. After Liu Bang's death, Empress Liu assumed regency as Empress Dowager. After Liu Bang's death, Empress Liu took revenge on many of the concubines Liu Bang had favored during his lifetime. Many of the concubines who had been loved by Liu Bang were assigned to the palace to do menial, dirty tasks. Among them, Consort Qi was treated the harshest. Empress Liu made her perform strenuous labor with a pestle, and specifically ordered that she be denied food every day, forcing her to work while hungry. Only a few, like Empress Wen, the mother of Emperor Wen, Liu Heng, who were not favored by Liu Bang, were allowed by Empress Liu to leave the palace and go to their sons. Liu Ho did not immediately resort to torture against Consort Qi. She was wary of Liu Rui, who was in the state of Zhao. Therefore, Liu Ho decided to first eliminate Liu Rui before dealing with Consort Qi. Thus, Liu Ho summoned Liu Rui to Chang'an 3 times in the name of Liu Ying. The astute Zhou Chang, realizing that it was Liu Ho who had summoned Liu Rui under Liu Ying's name, refused the court summons 3 times, claiming that Liu Rui was ill. Later, Liu Ho realized that Zhou Chang was obstructing the summons, so she summoned Zhou Chang back to Chang'an in the name of Liu Ying. Once Zhou Chang arrived in Chang'an, Liu Ho summoned Liu Rui to Chang'an again, this time without Zhou Chang's interference. Liu Rui, believing it was Liu Ying calling for him, came to Chang'an. When Liu Rui met Liu Ying treated him with great kindness. Liu Ying knew that his mother, Liu Ho, was likely planning to harm Liu Rui once he arrived in Chang'an, and he kept in mind the dying words of Liu Bang. Thus, after Liu Rui arrived, Liu Ying personally went to meet him, even eating and staying with him, fearful that Liu Ho might secretly kill him. However, Liu Ying eventually made a mistake. One morning, he went hunting, and Liu Rui, being young, did not rise early. Liu Ying thought that he would quickly return from his hunt and decided not to take Liu Rui along. On that very morning, Liu Ho sent people to poison Liu Rui. After Liu Rui was secretly killed, Liu Ying was greatly displeased with his mother, Liu Ho. This caused a rift between the mother and son. Soon after, Liu Ho began to inflict the human Ji, a horrific torture, on Consort Qi. The records of the grand historian, Shi, documents the extreme torture that Consort Qi endured, referring to it as human Ji. The specific details of this cruel punishment are as follows. Liu Ho had Consort Qi's limbs severed, her eyes gouged out, and her ears cut off. She was then forced to drink a substance that rendered her mute, and finally, she was left in a latrine to die, thus earning the name Human Zhi. How long did Consort Qi survive under such intense torture? The Shiji provides the answer. According to the record, even after being turned into a Human Zhi, Consort Qi survived for several more days. Until Lu Hou called Lu Ying to see her. Upon seeing the once beautiful Consort Qi reduced to such a state, Lu Ying was deeply shaken and fell ill for several days. After recovering, Lu Ying told Lu Hou that he believed such actions were beyond what any human should be capable of. And he felt that his future could not bear such a cruel fate. He expressed that he might not be able to fulfill the heavy responsibility of governing the country. Thus, Lu Hou's extreme actions not only directly affected Consort Qi's fate but also deeply affected the psychological state of Emperor Hui of Han, Lu Ying, causing him to lose faith in the future. Subsequently, Lu Ying became addicted to wine and pleasure, his health deteriorated, and he eventually passed away at the age of 23. It can be said that the suffering inflicted on Consort Qi by Lu Hou, and her arrangement for Lu Ying to witness it, left a deep psychological scar on him, indirectly leading to his premature death. Looking back at the enmity between Consort Qi and Lu Hou, had Consort Qi not crossed Lu Hou's bottom line, she might not have faced such a cruel end. Although Lu Hou's actions were extreme, from another perspective, if Lu Rui and Consort Qi had ascended to the throne, Lu Hou's position might have been even more dangerous than Consort Qi's. Therefore, had Consort Qi kept a low profile and restrained herself during her favored years, avoiding challenging Lu Ying's position as crown prince, perhaps she could have avoided such a tragic fate. This is the History and Culture channel. Liking and subscribing are the greatest help and support to us. Thank you everyone and see you in the next time.